Christmas crafting is in full swing here at our house. My name is Alicia. Thank you for stopping by Lavender and Lace, and I hope you enjoy these quick, simple, easy Christmas crafts. Let's get started. This first craft is a super simple and very quick craft. I just took some of these little wooden photo holders from Hobby Lobby, just removed the top little prong there, and I decided to just leave the fall design on the back, and these can be double duty, so I'll use them for Christmas and fall. And I got this pack of scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off. So I just flipped through and tried to decide on the design that I liked the best. I have already made a few of these to use at a craft show on my display table. So I just picked out a couple of designs that I thought would look the best with what I had chosen already. So the hardest part of this project, for me at least, was picking the paper that I wanted to use. There's just so many good choices in this pack. It was a vintage Christmas scrapbook paper pack from Hobby Lobby, as I mentioned before. And this project probably took me maybe 5 minutes at the most to complete. It is a really quick and easy project. It's one that would be good for the kids to do with you. And we homeschool, so quick and easy is what I'm all about right now. So the first thing that you would need to do, just trace your block in your paper. Just cut that out. Then you're just going to take a glue stick, just cover your block really well. And then you're just going to take your scrapbook paper, lay it on the top, and just press it down firmly. Smooth it out. Just try to get out any wrinkles if there are any. I didn't have any issues with wrinkles, and this paper was really thick, so I didn't have any problems covering up that price sticker that I left on the back. Just press it down really well around the edges and clean up any of the glue that you may have left. An emery board works really well to just clean up your edges around your projects, so I just used mine around each of the edges to remove some of that excess scrapbook paper that I had. And then I just took a sanding block that I got from Dollar Tree and went around even deeper into the block so I could remove even more of that paper. I wanted the edges to look very antiqued and distressed. So I just took my sanding block and just distressed the front a little bit as well. And then I just took a cloth and cleaned it off and just removed any of that excess dust and paper pieces. And I replaced my little prong on the top, and that is it for this project. How cute is that? And these will look great on a tier tray, or you could even use them to make a little mini book stack. For this next project, I found a couple of these cardboard tree forms from Hobby Lobby, and I just got some of the big chunky fuzzy yarn for this first tree, and I just started at the bottom and secured it with a little bit of hot glue and just continued that all the way up the tree form. This yarn is really easy to work with since it's so thick and fuzzy. It's very forgiving, so you can just kind of move it around as you need to as you're working your way up the tree, and just adding a little bit of hot glue here and there to help hold it in place. And when you get to the top, you just put some extra glue there and just wrap it very securely, and you will just finish it off with some hot glue at the top and make sure that your tails are kind of tucked in there at the very top and hidden. I decided to use some of this berry garland just to embellish the tree a little bit, and I believe this one came from Dollar Tree. So I just started at the top and secured it down with some hot glue and just continued to wrap it all the way around the tree form. And I did try to adjust the yarn here and there as I went. And I just continued all the way down to the base of the tree, just wrapping that garland there, and I secured it to the bottom of my tree with some hot glue and just adjusting here and there as needed. And I just repeated that same process for my second tree, except I used nautical rope from Dollar Tree for this one. This nautical rope is a little bit harder to work with than the yarn is. It does want to slide around just a little bit more on your tree form, so I did have to use a little bit more hot glue on this one, and I also tried to keep my tension just a little bit tighter as I went around the tree, but I still did have some gaps that were left when I used the rope, so I decided to put these little pine cone and berry picks just around my tree. Tell me if you guys like this, if you think I should have maybe went with a different embellishment. I also decided to add some of this red and white baker's twine because, you know, sometimes I just can't leave well enough alone and keep adding stuff to my projects. But that's all I did for these two Christmas trees. So tell me what you guys think. Do you like these? Should I added the pine cones and berries and the baker's twine, or is there something else that I should have went with? I used the Krylon hammered finish and the hammered cocoa brown, and I found these metal reindeer at the Dollar Tree, and I just didn't really like the finish that they came in, so I wanted to do something that would match my decor just a little bit better. So I gave them both a really good coat of the spray paint, and it dries really quickly, and then I just went back in and did a little bit of touch-ups here and there, like around the antlers and the tail and some of the edges. So after my reindeer had dried really well, I brought them back in and I wanted to distress them. So one thing that you will learn about me if you watch any of my episodes is that I do love distressing, and I love to make things look antiqued and rustic. So I just took some of the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I did a pretty liberal amount of dry brushing around these reindeer. I did both sides, and I did try to do some of the back sides of the antlers that you could see from either the front or the back. So what do you guys think about how these reindeer turned out? I love them, and I think they look amazing. Do you guys like the rustic decor, or are you more modern? Just let me know what you guys like in the comments, and I can't wait to get these guys out, maybe around my fireplace with all of my other Christmas decorations. I wanted to add some smaller pieces to my Christmas decor in my kitchen and dining room area this year, and I thought these little mini rolling pins would be super cute, and I haven't actually done any of these yet. So for this one, I just took some of the Waverly antique wax and just applied that to either end, and I just wiped off the excess with this paper towel and let that dry really well. So while my handles on my rolling pin were drying, I took some of the Waverly chalk paint in crimson and black and mixed up a new color. And I did just tape off the ends with some washi tape to give me some clean lines. And I really love how this color came out. It's kind of a rusty antique red, not that bright cherry red. This will go really well with the other things that I'm making for my Christmas decor this year. I wanted to just add in some new pieces, and I really am liking how this turned out. So I gave this one good coat and let that dry, and then I just went back in and had to touch up just a few little places here and there. Next, I went into my Cricut design space and I just typed out a phrase that I liked and just cut that out with my Cricut Joy. Just weeded out my design and got ready to apply that to my little rolling pin. I used some paper transfer tape from Expressions Vinyl to apply my design to the rolling pin. This works really well when you have a painted surface. I tried to center this as best as I could, sometimes I do better than others, and just finished it off with some baker's twine and some jute. And how cute is this? So that is it for this first round of Christmas crafts. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you consider subscribing and sticking around and seeing what I have coming up next for the Christmas season. Please give me a thumbs up and click that notification bell, and I hope you have lots of fun crafting and making some new things for your home this Christmas season. See you again soon.